Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to be making black, gold and foam malachite columns. So what I've done already is I've marked off with some masking tape where I want the gold to be. I've given it one small coat, just waiting for that to dry. Please wear a mask when you're using any forms of spray paints. So the gold is dry, I'm just going to give it another coat. So the paint I'm using is just a spray can of satin gold. Because we're working with spray paint and acrylic paint, I suggest you put your spray paint down first. When you're taking masking tape off, try and peel it so that you're pulling it aside so the masking tape is actually cutting the paint so you get a nice clean strip. So now that the gold paint is dry, we're going to mask the gold paint for our next step. For this first step of the malachite painting, I'm going to be using this emerald green paint to put down as a base coat. And then when that's all dry, we'll come back for the next step. Now that our paint is dry, we're going to put on the next coats. So I've got 3 different shades of green. This one is apparently called hooker green, but it's slightly darker or more emerald colour than the normal hooker green that you get. And then we've got light green, it's called cottage green, and then you need a wee bit of titanium white, some little pieces of cardboard which you just tear up to make uneven edges like that. Malachite is one of the wonderful stones that has got no right way, no wrong pattern. All of them are perfect. It's just a matter of choice as to what you want to do. The first thing you do is you just put a bit of a colour down, so we're just going to squiggle some of the colour and try not go with too many straight lines. So what I'm going to use is the light green. Once again, just dabbing it all over. Make sure it's a little bit thicker than you would normally use for painting. Those are the 2 main colours. You do, however, need a little bit of the dark one. I use it very, very sparingly because I'm not really fond of it. You can see it, but you do need it just to create a bit of the depth. And then just a tiny bit of white wherever you feel that you would like a little bit of white. So as you move through the paints, you'll see that they mix beautifully and create this fabulous malachite effect. Now for myself personally, I like the lighter colours, but the darks are also brilliant. So as I said, it's all a matter of choice as to what you want to do. You can get some swells in it. Just keep going all the way until you've completed your whole pipe. Now that our foam malachite is dry, just showing you what they actually look like a little bit close up. There's some really, really nice patterns if you go a little bit closer, then you can see how beautifully they blend together. So we're going to remove the masking tape so we can get on with the next one. Now to remove the masking tape, because we've overlapped in some places like here, it's a little bit difficult. So when you take it off, go really, really slowly, but use it as a cutting angle to cut through the paint. As you can see, I'm pulling it sideways so that the masking tape is pretty much cutting the paint. As you can see, it gives you a nice clean finish to that. Now when it comes time to do the next one, because you don't really want to put masking tape on here, because acrylic paint lifts a lot easier than your spray paints. So always try and put your masking tapes onto the spray paints. But now because we're going to be painting this section here, we need to cover, and the masking tape is, as you can see, just a little bit larger than the gold that we are going to be doing. So it's actually going to go onto here. So what I've done is I've cut out some pieces of newspaper, just some strips of newspaper, so that when I put the tape on, I'm only touching the gold part here, and the newspaper is actually going to cover the faux malachite. So we finished taping up everything that we don't want painted black. What I'm using is I'm just using some ordinary black gloss. And then all you have to do is paint the entire pole. Right, so for the next step, this is optional, but I like to make the illusion that it's actually set in. So what I've got is one of these paint markers in silver. And all you're going to do is you're going to take a ruler and draw a line along all the places where the colours change. So as you can see, this part hasn't been done, and this part here has been done, and you can see it makes a big difference. So now it looks like they recessed in. So we've finished all the poles. Now it's time to give it its final coat. So what I'm using is this paint. It's called K&H, and it is a lacquer acrylic clear. Now it comes quite thick, so what I've done is just decanted it into a smaller container, and you use a thinners to thin the paint out. So you just apply, and then you will see how it changes to a really, really brilliant shine colour to it. I don't know whether you can see how wonderful the shine is. Right, so our columns are complete. So as you can see, it's got the black, gold and malachite. There's columns and another one. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment box below. And if you're interested in finding out how to make flanges, I will leave a link for you. Thank you so much for watching. Really hope that helped you out. Be most appreciated if you would subscribe, give it a thumbs up, share it, and once again, thank you for watching.